Once upon a time, before time itself began, there was only God. He existed eternally, outside of time, outside of space. The world we see and live in had not yet been. Then, in his divine wisdom, God chose to create. The story of how it all began is found in the first chapter of Genesis. In the beginning, God spoke. With his word, he brought everything into existence. This is important. Creation wasn't a chaotic accident. It was purposeful, spoken into being by an all-powerful and loving creator. His first command was simple yet profound. Let there be light. And light pierced the darkness. Here's something to reflect on. This light came before the sun or the stars. It was a divine light, a symbol of God's presence, separating light from darkness, good from evil. This was the first day. On the second day, God created the sky, separating the waters above from the waters below. The Bible calls this the firmament. The sky wasn't just a random expanse. It was the dome over the earth, holding back the heavenly waters. It reminds us of God's protective care, sheltering his creation. He was creating order out of chaos. On the third day, the waters gathered and dry land appeared. But it didn't stop there. God called forth life from the soil. Grass, trees, plants of every kind sprouted from the earth. Here's a beautiful truth. Each tree, each plant was given seeds to reproduce after its own kind. Creation wasn't just about existence. It was about continuity, growth, and flourishing, much like the spiritual life God desires for us. He doesn't just create us. He nurtures us, allowing us to bear fruit in our own lives. On the fourth day, God set the sun, moon, and star in the sky. These celestial bodies weren't just for beauty, they were for function. They marked the passing of time, the seasons, the rhythm of life itself. But the stars, too, have a deeper meaning. Throughout the Bible, stars symbolize guidance and hope. Just as they guided the wise men to Jesus centuries later, they remind us that God is always guiding us, even in our darkest nights. Then came the fifth day. God filled the seas and skies with living creatures. Fish swam in the deep, and birds flew above. But this was no random assortment of life. God specifically blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply." This was God's command not just to animals, but to all of creation, to grow, to expand, to fill the earth. In the same way, God calls us to be fruitful, to multiply not just in numbers, but in good works, in love, in faith. On the sixth day, God made the animals, each according to its kind, from the mighty lion to the small creeping creatures. But something even more incredible happened next. God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness." This is a profound moment. Unlike everything else in creation, humans were made in God's own image. But what does that mean? To be made in God's image isn't about physical appearance. It's about our soul, our ability to reason, to create, to love, to choose between right and wrong. It's about being able to reflect God's character, his love, his justice, his mercy into the world. God formed man from the dust of the earth, and then he did something unique. He breathed into him the breath of life. This breath wasn't just air, it was the very Spirit of God. It's a reminder that our lives are sacred, a gift from the Creator himself. We are more than just flesh and bone. We carry within us the spark of the divine. But God saw that it wasn't good for man to be alone. So, he made woman, Eve, from Adam's side, not from his head to rule over him, nor from his feet to be beneath him, but from his side, close to his heart, to be his equal, his companion. Together, Adam and Eve were meant to reflect the perfect harmony of creation, male and female, two parts of the same